Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Shar. Thank you so much for coming back. I wanted to come to you guys really quick. Oh my God, so much freaking stuff going on, right? It is so much stuff going on in America, in the world, in real life with COVID and just jobs and the voting and the presidential election. What else? Everything that's going on with these so-called celebrities, these reality shows. Woo, y'all. Okay, it's a lot. Well, I don't. I pray to God that my video is not very long. I don't want it to be very long, but I just wanted to come really quick. I want to touch base on some things because it's crazy out here in these streets. So let me just start by saying, first, I wanted to talk about the presidential election. Today is November 3rd, and it is havoc out here. Um, Hope you guys got out and voted. It is important. It is crucial. And it is your right. So, as they say year after year after year after year, especially to the African Americans out there, people die. People literally died for you to be able to vote. So please don't take it lightly. Just vote. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you had the opportunity to do absentee. You could have did early voting, and then now I guess today, depending on what state you're in, you have to actually go in. I don't know what the rules are for each state, but please double check. You still got time. You know what I'm saying? In the 50 states, it's not nighttime. It's not over. It's still going on. So you still got time to get out there and vote. You know what I mean? Exercise your right, and it does affect you. I don't care if you are illegal. You know what I'm saying? If you're not documented, it still affects you. You know what I mean? And you might want to go the route that is supporting, programs to help that. I'm not telling who to vote for who, but you might want to go with who is supporting those efforts. If you are a criminal, it also affects you because with the criminal justice system and all the different judges and the things that they can get passed, the different restraints that they can put, different charges for different crimes, and they can make things a lot tougher and stiffer. So yeah, y'all need to get out and vote too. I hear that convicted felons can vote at this point now. So hopefully you guys will register. You're able to do that. If you're a stay-at-home mom, it affects you because it affects the prices of gas and food and things like that. Obviously, if you are a working man or woman, it affects you because of the number of jobs that will be out here or the lack thereof. Wages, retirement, your benefits, Medicaid, Medicare, just regular private insurance. The rates, they can either go up or stay the same or possibly go down. It affects everybody. It affects everybody, no matter what level of education, no matter what financial level you're on. It just affects all of us. So please, please, please vote. And shame on fake news or the media or whoever put it out there that it's supposed to be so much looting and rioting and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It wasn't no looting and rioting when Trump won 4 years ago. And that took everybody by surprise. You know what I mean? But hell, we might have all been shell shocked, and that's why nothing happened. But I haven't heard anything on Black Twitter or any of these sites where it's supposed to go down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who started that, and I think it's a negative coming from like the Republican type side where they just want to make it seem like brown people are going to be just so fed up and upset about Trump winning, if he does win, that they're going to loot and riot. And I have heard and seen on the news where a lot of cities are boarding up things, and it's just sad because I don't know, I haven't heard that, but whatever. Moving on. I just wanted to get that out there. Guys, please vote. But I did want to talk about a few things. It is tripped out right now. I can cross that off my list. I talked about voting. Please get out and vote. Exercise your right. Now, I want to talk about the Housewives of Potomac. I don't normally do reviews on the reality shows. Not really. I mean, if something pressing and something just like bite me, I'll talk about it. And technically, this season of Housewives, the Real Housewives of Potomac, it's a trip. It is really a trip. Um, I happen to like them though. I happen to like them more than Housewives of Atlanta, even though Housewives of Atlanta is supposed to be the creme of reality shows or the women reality shows. But I like Potomac because they have a level of realness, and I don't get all that fakeness. I mean, a lot of them are a little bit fake on certain levels, but it's like real people, real women. You know what I mean? You got some on different financial levels than others. And I think that's how it is a lot in a lot of the circles with these housewives. A lot of them be on different levels and financially. I just mean financially. And on the Housewives of Atlanta, it just seems like everybody trying to be up there. You know what I mean? And anyway, forget Atlanta. Okay, I want to talk about the Housewives of Potomac. Now, shout out to Karen Huger for keeping it all the way real, keeping it 100, as they say. Because I don't know if you guys have been following the show, but really quick, there was a fight that was between Monique Samuels and Candace. I don't know her last name. It has been brewing. Long story short, the brew between Monique and Candace derived from rumors that came out about Monique Samuels supposedly cheating on her husband with her trainer or her pool guy. I believe it's a trainer though. And it was rumors that she has been out and about and around town, and I think even having relations with the man. These are rumors. Don't know if this is true. However, one of the former housewives of Potomac, her name is Sharice. Don't know her last name. She used to be on the show. I'm not sure why she's not on there now, but anyway, she's no longer on the show. Candace and Sharice hooked up. They became friends. They started kikiing. And, Sharice had already been, it's been said that Sharice has already been around town and in their circle of people going around spreading this rumor that Monique cheated on her husband with her trainer or what have you. So Monique obviously is offended, furious, upset, and tripping. Like I said, don't know if it's true. Even if it is true, she's still mad at Candace Lightweight for getting close with her because they weren't close before that. Candace is fairly new to the circle, so it was not even in that circle prior to the show, from what I've heard. So you didn't even really have a previous relationship with Sharice. So why are you, getting cool with her now? And because Monique and Candace have been at odds, even a little bit before the whole thing of her getting cool with Sharice, because Candace just has a really, really slick mouth. She has a really slick mouth for her to only be so hot. And I think Candace did it on purpose, just to add fuel to the fire. Oh, I'm going to get cool with one of your enemies. You know what I mean? So that's been brewing. So they've just been having these little tiffs and these little back and forths off and on. Not to mention Candace been effing with, everybody in the group at some point or another. Previously, her beef was with Ashley. Ashley is the little biracial chick that has a white husband, and just recently had a baby boy by the name of Dean. She was messing with her all last season, basically saying, you're not going to get pregnant, you a lush, and, just all this stuff. Her husband is cheating on her, he's cheating with a man, and all those allegations did come out. But, if you are a friend of hers, you're not going to perpetuate that stuff, but she did. So, everybody sat back and watched her go in on Ashley, and now she's coming for Monique, in my opinion, because why would you go be friends with someone that you know is spreading rumors about this lady and her husband, even if it is true? Why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? And want to be a part of that, or want to befriend somebody who's doing that when they don't even know if it's true or not. And even if it is true, you want to be the person that's cool with the person that's going around spreading rumors. If she did it to her, she'll definitely do it to you. And that's how I look at it. But anyway, so this is the brew that has been going on between them two. So they had a drag out fight where it really was just hair pulling. They got in each other's faces. They were pointing at each other. And the little Candace lady said, "Oh, are you going to drag me? You going to drag me, Monique?" And Monique replied, was like, "Do you want me to?" And flicked her hair. I think before the flicking of the hair, Candace was kind of in her face pointing. And she got back in her face and they were pointing. Like I said, the hair got flicked and boom. Hair pulling match. Across the table, hair pulling match. They pulled each other's hair, girl. It was just some hair pulling. Now, don't get me wrong. When you get that hair pulled, okay, when you get the hair pulled, that ish can hurt. I mean, because you grabbing the roots and it's tight and it's pulling and it's being done for a long period of time. And, that can hurt. That can really, really hurt. So, I'm not saying that can't hurt. But Candace is taking it a whole new level, girl. And I understand that she may not have been in a lot of fights in her lifetime. But, girl, you just got your hair pulled. If nothing else, your scalp and your head was sore. That's it. This lady's taking counseling. This lady is having crying spells. People is calling her. Friends of hers are calling her, just asking her how she's doing. And she had the nerve to say on one of these episodes, and it wasn't last week's episode, or I think it was the week before last. She had the nerve to say, when somebody called her and asked her how she was doing, she had the nerve to say, "I'm taking it hour by hour." What? Girl, if you don't get over this fight, you better. Okay? Like I said, the most that was wrong with her is a sore head, a sore scalp. Why was she taking it hour by hour? I mean, I understand people, like I said, if you haven't really been in a fight, believe me. Because I haven't really been in that many fights in my life. And I remember, it's been a very long time, but I remember you're tense and you're shaking. Your body is really, really tensed up. You've used a lot of muscles very violently because you're using these muscles very intensely and really tight and really fast. And all these emotions are in your body. So when it's finally done, you're shaking up, you're shaking, your body is shaking. I get it. And that probably went on for a day after. The whole day happened. Then maybe the day after. Maybe the third day early, like the third day early in the morning, but I even doubt the third day. All of the day that it happened, the very next day, possibly, but it's fading. You don't have that. The third day, girl, them jitters are gone. So what is she tripping on? Why is she taking it hour by hour? I mean, I just felt like that was just so damn over the top, fake, all of the above. It's like, girl, get over it. Like, girl, really? Okay, so it's being said on the show that Karen Huger encouraged her to press charges. Now, Karen, I love her. I feel like she is the most jickiest one out of the group, even though she's, I believe, the oldest. I like Karen's attitude. I like the way Karen dressed. I feel like she's the best dressed out of them all. I don't know where the fuck they get their looks from, but girl, bye, whatever, okay? Karen is the closest thing to how I would dress, even though I don't, some stuff wouldn't wear or whatever, but she is the closest thing to what seemed like a lot of people would wear. I don't know. Giselle, don't even talk about Giselle and how that heifer dress. I don't know where the F. She come up, she get up in the morning like, oh, I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna put this on. I mean that's just it. It seems like she just be grabbing stuff. It's no forethought. I'm put on this faux fur and I'm put on some yellow and pink slippers. You know what I mean? Just because I got it. She just put it on because she has it. It has no. But anyway, so yeah. Karen, she's the most best dressed and the most level headed at this point. And I just feel like the rest of the girls, they're ganging up against Monique and they just acting like, oh my God, it's just. I understand that they come from a different cut of the cloth, okay? Uppity, middle class. I mean, Robin, her husband, was an NBA player, so she was living in a certain lifestyle. Um, Giselle, I don't know about their lifestyle, but because I don't think their lifestyle was all of that. I mean, let's face it, no diss and no shade, but her ex-husband, Jamal, hell of a preacher, because I like him. I listen to him sometimes. I really, really like him, and I believe he's anointed as it relates to the word and all that. But he was a preacher at a inner city church in Baltimore. Not Baltimore, Baltimore. Okay? Baltimore, Maryland. Not a suburb, it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no mega church. Inner city, urban city church in Baltimore. Okay? So, whatever. They had a comfortable life. I'm sure nothing got turned off, no bills, no utilities and stuff like that. But she wasn't on the level of, let's say, a Charisse, because her husband was a coach of a big university. I forgot the college, big popular university. I believe it was Rutgers, and I think that's in New Jersey. Karen Huger's husband, he was big in tech, computers, and obviously Monique, her husband, is in NFL. So Giselle was not up there with them, but it's no problem. That's not a diss or anything. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah. So what was I saying? What was I getting ready to say? Oh, yeah. So they're on different levels financially. And I believe that's why Giselle is a little jealous. So she gives everybody the business every chance she gets, because she knows she's not on their financial level. And I hate that. I hate that women are like that, because that is so true. It is so true. Women are really, really like this. And, if they don't have a bag like you got the bag, they got a problem, and that's so unfortunate. I hate that. And Giselle she got green eyes, and she is totally green with envy with these chicks, which is why she don't hold them up. She don't hold them up when it come to shutting out an insult or giving shade. Even if she cool with you, she gonna still do it. You know what I mean? Now, where's her loyalty? Where does her loyalty lie? It does not. She doesn't have any loyalty. She got loyalty to herself and her children, probably. You know what I mean? Her and Jamal is not quite right, because she's just grasping at something. She's just trying to get back at something so she can have a little bit of security, have a few more dollars, you know what I mean, to feel secure, and to buy a couple of few more little ugly little clutches. She be always having these little clutches up under her arms, because they're cheaper than the actual bag or the tote. You know what I mean? The actual purse with the strap or the tote bag, them little clutches, they be cheaper. Giselle, you ain't fooling nobody, honey. You ain't fooling nobody. We know how that works. We know what time it is on that type of stuff. Them little clutches be way cheaper than the actual bag, and she be having a lot of little ugly little clutches. But anyway, fake it till you make it. That is the American way. Everybody know about that. Fake it till you make it. So whatever. Anyway, Giselle, she is a mess. She is messy. And to be honest, she has such great quality. I mean, she's pretty. She has green eyes. It looks like she has great skin, but she's ugly on the inside, and it's probably because she's been hurt. Like I said, her husband, he fucked her. and not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? He had a baby on her while they were married with somebody in the congregation. So that just ripped her whole little world apart. And women walk away from stuff like that being extremely bitter, especially if you don't come up with a man that is all of what your previous husband was and more. And she did not do that. She had failed attempts. She tried, but it has not happened for her yet. And you know, it's unfortunate that she is basing her worth and all this stuff on a man. You know what I mean? But the thing is, her money is funny. Her money is funny until she get another income in there helping her out. And until then, she gonna be a bitch. Until then, she will be a bitch. Now, once she get that man and all that, everything gonna be good in the hood. She'll be cuckooing with Monique and everybody else if the show still be on. Because you know we do have to ask, why can't she get a man? You know, she is pretty, but I don't know. It might be them ugly wigs. It might be her ugly fashions. It might be her fucked up personality. We don't know. But, you know, the jury is still out on Giselle. She is a hot mess. But, you know, Candace is a hot mess too. She has pressed charges against Monique. And I believe they got thrown out. I believe. I thought I heard that they didn't go through with the charges. The season is still going on, so please watch it next Sunday. Or actually this coming Sunday. Because they'll be talking, Monique will be talking more about her counteracting Candace's charges against her. So she's fighting back with whatever ammunition she got. I don't know. But, because I've never known Candace to assault her or physically assault her, so I don't know what she's fighting back with, but we'll see. That's why I said watch it this Sunday and we will all see it together because this is a trip. But and so you'll see Monique, I think, unraveling a little bit because of the anxiety of, you know, worry, thinking about if this is going to pan out or you know, if she's gonna have to go away or do some time, you know what I mean? So you'll see that next week. I believe they did a little sneak peek of how Monique is handling that and just getting a little bit on edge because she doesn't know how this thing is gonna pan out. So we will see. But anyway, back to Karen really quick. I wanted to talk about Karen keeping it real because all the girls are basically, like I said, have ganged up against Monique and wanted to just basically X her out. Okay, like I said, I know y'all are coming from a little bit of upper echelon, but okay, a fight is a fight. And if y'all been in the circle, which they have, y'all see that little Candace girl got a mouth almighty, just a mouth out of this world. Robin has said it herself. She do got a mouth on her. So there you go. You know, you can't keep expecting to say all this crazy stuff to people and not get dealt with. People not challenging you and wanting to mess you up. I mean, you can't do it. You think you're going to come into a situation talking mess to a lot of the girls, saying this, saying that, you know what I mean? And not get popped, not get hit. It's not cute. It's not nice. But, hold on. I'm sorry.